What radio? The music you want.
With your host, Keys Dan.
Hey, don't hurt my hair, man.
RadioWhat.com.
What's up, party people? It's Keys Dan with RadioWhat.com, DJLittleRock.com, coming to you live and in living color from the Radio What studios. And this is my podcast, What Makes You Famous. It's an extension of the RadioWhat.com internet radio station that I've been running for quite some time. And if you need DJ services, where do you go? DJLittleRock.com. Check availability and get a free price quote. And maybe you could have me at your next event. Yes, me. It's wedding season, and I'm so excited. I've got so many weddings booked up, and I get to do weddings and be with people on their best days of their lives, their most happy times, and party with the people. Let's see. Oh, today on the program, I have Mechie. What's a Mechie, you say? Who is a Mechie? Well, you're going to find out more about Mechie in the next few minutes, so stick around for that. This week's shows, as I record this on Saturday night. Let's see, I have a Saturday night off. How about that? Something unusual and new and different. So let's talk about next week's shows. Thursday night, I'll be at the Old Post Barbecue in Russellville, Arkansas. That's my usual every other Thursday night family-friendly show. Yes, they have great barbecue, delicious food. They got it's mostly all smoked. So if you like some smoked up barbecue, just smoked perfectly. The chicken wings are my personal favorite. They usually send me home with a nice little batch of wings so I can have some good dinner. And then they have the ribs and, the usual barbecue stuff, pork or beef. But, there's a Dagwood sandwich. There is a whole Dagwood Hall of Fame. If you like to eat a lot of meat, I encourage you, see if you can live up to the challenge of eating a Dagwood, and then they'll put you up on the Dagwood Hall of Fame right there at the Old Post Barbecue in Russellville, Arkansas. Video dance party, karaoke jam, family friendly, bring everybody. Great barbecue, but they also have adult beverages for the over 21s. So I keep the music family friendly, but you could bring everybody and have a good time at the Old Post Barbecue, 6 till 9, Thursday night. And then on Friday, where am I going to be? Well, my usual Friday night gig at the Rab in Conway, Arkansas. Yeah, it's where I spend at least 50 Friday nights out of the year. And to see all my friends out at the Rab. Now, this one is an over 21 club, so leave the kids at home, preferably with adult supervision if they're little kids. That's just a little public service message from me, Keys Dan. They have a full bar. Kitchen is open. They have a pool tournament every Friday night. Lots of pool tables. I think there's 10 diamond class pool tables. I'm not even sure what diamond class means, but it sounds pretty cool to me. And the people seem to enjoy them. So that's for sure. They've spent some money on these pool tables. And so, like I said, there's a pool tournament. So if you want to make some money on a Friday night, I encourage you to get involved with the pool tournament Friday nights at the Rab. And then also on the party patio, they got foosball. They have giant Jenga game. Shuffleboard, darts, giant checkers game. So there's always something to do while you're waiting to sing on stage right next to me. Yeah, at the Rab. You're the stars of the show on Friday nights. And the dance floor is always open. And then on Saturday night, that's leap year. I have a special show down in Hot Springs, Arkansas. It's called Trejo's at the Lake. It's a Mexican restaurant in Hot Springs, Arkansas. So I'm kind of stoked about that. I've seen pictures of it. I've never been there myself, but I've seen pictures. It's like right on the water. So that is cool. It's going to it's going to remind me of my days in the Florida Keys when I was hanging right on the water and playing music or doing some karaoke jams down there. But it's a special leap year show at Trejo's on the lake. and that one is at 7 p.m., and I think we're going till 11 in the p.m. in Hot Springs, Arkansas. So if you want to take a trip down there, please do. And just so you know, Clint Baggett, if you're friends with Clint Baggett, he is in the Conway, Morrilton area. He's also an Uber driver, and he told me if 7 of my loyal karaoke goers want to go down to Hot Springs, get in contact with Clint Baggett, and he will Uber you down there. And then he'll probably Uber a bunch of people around Hot Springs, and then he'll Uber you on back. How about that? So that's just a little special thing. Saturday night, leap year. All right, I think I've droned on long enough. Let's give a talk to Mechie. Who's Mechie? Well, I get to go over to his laundromat, his cleaning place, and find out more about Mechie. So let's head over to Mechie now. Are a busy man.
Yes, sir.
All right. I know you as Mechie, and we're here to promote your business, amongst other things. We can get that out of the way. Mechie, if I can call you Mechie, you could say your full name if you want. And where we are, we're at a cleaner of some kind. You're on the What Makes You Famous podcast. Let's talk about you, Mechie. Mm-hmm. It's all about you, man. First, who are you?
First of all, my real name is Demetric Davenport. Originally from Forest City, Arkansas. Been in Conway 20 years. It's new to me. This is, of course, it's new to me. Owning a business, being a business owner. I got big expectations for the business. I'm just trying to get off the ground right now. I've been working for a year or so, and just got it. God blessed me to stick it through, because on amongst of me just sticking it through and being on time and being there for him in his time of needs, he ended up signing the cleaners over to me. I'm grateful for that. I did say my name was Demetric Davenport, but my nickname is Mechie. A lot of people know me by Mechie.
I'll call you Mechie from now on through this conversation. I like a nickname. We've known each other for a little bit. Mm-hmm. And it's nice to see you at the Rab on Friday nights. I see you in that element, but I've hardly ever get a chance to see you outside that element.
Right.
And here we are in the daytime on a Saturday, and right here around noontime, and we're at the cleaners. First of all, let's get the promotion out of the way. Where is the cleaners? What's the name of the cleaners? And
the cleaners is located, if you're familiar with Conway, it's located at 1065 Clayton Street, which is right behind the Walgreens off of Oak and Hawk Rider. The name of the business is Gentry Press and Wash right now. It's been inherited from him to his mom.
We both did a podcast faux pas, left our phones on. But, I've done stuff over here at La Huerta. If anybody knows Conway, Arkansas, they know this cleaners. It's been here forever and ever. Is it part of your family? Is it a family thing?
More of a friend that became a brother.
Okay.
I've been knowing him for a couple of years, on and off. I used to see him all the time, I started working here probably about a year or so ago, and he just taught me the ropes and everything. It's amazing how everything played out, because like I said, I never seen myself owning a cleaner.
Right.
But push came to shove, and I came in. I'm a hard worker, so I was dedicated to working here, to be on time, to do the things I know I needed to do to make sure that I could obtain my job. I slowly started climbing the ladder, because he eventually made me his manager after 2 or 3 months. Once I became a manager, opportunity opened up. He asked me, did I want to be his business partner? And I was like, yeah, at first I was kind of iffy about it, but then I got to thinking about it. I'm like, yeah, so we went here on the way with that, and that's where I'm at today. Besides on the weekends, I open up on Monday through Fridays from 8 to 5. On the weekends, on Saturday, I open up from 9 to 12. When I'm not there on the weekends at nighttime, I'm right there at the Rab, kicking it with my family,
So that's playtime.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a learning podcast, and I'm learning from you, Mechie. You don't have to be nervous. I can tell you're a little nervous. I'm trying to figure out. Well, man, what should I say and what should I do? People on these podcasts, they want to learn, and mostly they learn by having a conversation. Mm-hmm. So we're just talking, man. Mm-hmm. I'm Keys Dan. You're Mechie, and we're just chit-chatting, hanging out at Gentry's Press and Wash in Conway, Arkansas. If you need some laundry done, they got plenty of laundry machines.
Yes, sir.
Now, all right, you're going to teach me a little bit about the laundry business. Now, when you first started and you were working for, what's his name?
Gentry.
Gentry. Oh, it is Gentry. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, named after the former proprietor. Mm-hmm. When you were working for Gentry, what was the first thing that he taught you? Walking in the door. Hey, Mechie, welcome. You got the job. Start Monday or whatever.
He welcomed me. He started me off on like the minor things. Like he showed me the ropes. We started off wash four dries. Then we gradually went to the presser. I learned to master the presser. After that, I was learning how to get stains out of shirts and press suits and some everything. I've pressed and done a lot of work, but I can see the difference from when I first started and how everything is now. I didn't know how long I was going to be here, but I'm glad to be here. I bond with my customers real good. I'm a people person. I love people, So I don't think just getting along would be the issue for me. More than anything, just trying to get it off, get it advertised where people can see and I can show them my work. So therefore, that'll make more business for me.
Oh, for sure, man. When I was a kid in college, a laundromat was the place to go and visit with people. You're sitting there, you're waiting for your laundry to get done. And there's how many laundries, how many washers and how many dryers you got
I
here?
say we got at least 30 to 40 machines out here, including dryers.
Oh, I'm sorry, I put you on the spot on that one.
We probably got like at least 40 to 50 washing machines, and then like maybe 50 to 60 dryers.
That's a lot of washing machines.
Mm-hmm.
This is a big place, and I've even hung out here before. When I first moved to Conway in 2009, I didn't have a washer and dryer, so I came here and I did a couple loads. I guess I must have met Gentry or somebody who was running this place.
Back then it was called Fun Wash, and when it was Fun Wash, the pressers would be open to the public. You could come in and put your $1 in, and they would give you a certain amount of minutes to get your stuff pressed. But now as the pressure went down, we put money into getting it fixed. So now we just kind of use it for the cleaner part, for Gentry's cleaner wash and press.
So this is like two businesses in one?
Yeah.
So
this cleaner,
you have the laundromat. Is that yours as well?
No, just the laundromat belongs to different. No, I own the cleaners.
You're the cleaners portion of that. Okay, now that lets me know a little bit more. Okay, so while you're at the laundromat,
but I do help manage the laundromat because I'm here most of the time.
Right,
8 to 5,
and that's good, man. That promotes. It's a very good thing for the community to have this kind of a business. So when they're done with the laundry and they need their stuff pressed, now what portion do you do? You do the pressing and what else? Just getting stains out?
Okay, yeah, I do getting stains out. I do press. I do wash, fold, dries. I even wash your clothes for you. We do 109 per pound on the weighing out the clothes that we do. We also do tablecloths for wedding events and stuff like that. We do round tablecloths, square tablecloths, seat covers. just about anything that you possibly can get done and clean, we do it. Suits, dresses, blouses, all those type of things.
So, Mechie, if somebody brings a bag of laundry to you, you'll wash it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's a service that you provide.
Uh-huh.
And that's not
That's
part of the laundromat.
That's what I mean when I say wash, fold, dry. No, that's part.
That's part of you.
Yeah.
So the laundromat part is self-service, and you provide the full service portion of that laundromat.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there you go. Now I'm getting a little idea. Now it's all coming clear to me. The listeners have probably already figured it out.
Right.
But me, I'm a bobo, so I need to have it spelled out completely on the table. All right, so yeah, that's very convenient. I don't have time for real to be sitting here. I mean, how long do these washes take? Wash and dry, probably an hour?
Yeah, at least 30 minutes.
At least 30 minutes. And then do they have, I think at some laundromat, do they have a dry only? Or can you do that? Can you come in with some wet clothes?
Yeah, uh-huh.
Oh, that's
yeah.
See, some places don't let you do that.
If you come in here with wet clothes and you wash them at the house,
right.
You come in and dry them in here because that's what the whole purpose is for, to wash and dry and, clean your clothes.
All right. Mechie, a young man from Forest City, Arkansas, made his way to Conway, Arkansas. Now that we've got the promotion out of the way, let's get the man behind the laundry. Who is Mechie, man? Where are you? You're from Forest City. When were you born, and how was it growing up in Forest City?
Well, just to reiterate, my name is Demetric Davenport, a.k.a. Mechie. Born in Forest City, Arkansas, 1986. That would make me 33 years old. Back when we was growing up in Forest City, it was a little rough. This was when, crack hit hard and other drugs, And our mama seen that we needed to get away from that atmosphere. So that's what landed us leaving Forest City. We left Forest City. We went to Mariana for a couple of years.
When was that?
1990, between 19.
So 4 years old?
We was young. Yeah,
so you didn't remember
we moved
any
to Mariana, so by the time we moved to Mariana, that was 2 years gone. So we was 6 years old then. We ended up moving back to Forest City for probably about a year. My mama got married and everything.
So you had family in Florida?
Oh yeah, that's originally what most of my family. I got some family that moved here in Conway. So I guess you could just say Conway is my second home because I've been here 20 years. I graduated. I don't know if people familiar with Peyton Hill, Kevin Warlow, those guys that play football. I played football on the same team as them. I was very active.
No, tell people who Peyton Hill is.
Peyton Hill is he's the don't get me wrong, but he plays a position on the Kansas City Chiefs. Now he went to AFU in Fayetteville. He left there and went to the NFL.
That's fantastic, man. All right, and you played ball.
I had the opportunity to play ball with him, chat up with him, walk in the halls with him, all that type of stuff.
Well, that's cool. That's cool.
I was a class clown in school, so I kept people laughing, but I kept getting in trouble by mama as well. I guess by why I mentioned mama, I'm glad she moved us out of Forest City. She moved us to a better environment. We came down here. We still was kind of we had to get adjusted to around here, because it's different down that way northeast Arkansas than it is down here in central Arkansas.
So Forest City is northeast Arkansas, closer to
Memphis, Brinkley, Mariana, Earl, Wynn, all back towards that way.
Very cool. Okay. But you found that Central Arkansas is a better situation for you?
Yeah, it is. It's more opportunities, better school system.
To Mariana and then back to Forest City. And how long did you spend in Forest City? Did
Probably
you go
about
to school?
another year or so. We left junior high. That's when we came to Little Rock. We came to Little Rock. We went to Little Rock. I went to Little Rock, McClellan. I played football there too. Ran on the track team.
That's a high school?
McClellan High School. It's located over there off of Guy Spring.
And you say you were the class clown amongst other things, a jock.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you're cut up, man.
Yep.
Yeah,
I was okay. I was pretty popular, But once we moved from Little Rock.
Well, how were you as a student in school?
A student in school.
Yeah.
I went to McClellan for about a year and a half.
Yeah.
That's when I was getting in a little trouble too. I was skipping school a little bit.
Yeah.
But Mama got me back on track real quick.
That sounds like a good mama. She's still around?
Yeah, she's still around.
She live here in Conway?
She stay right here in Conway.
Oh,
and my
that's
mama's
nice.
name is Linda Davenport. Now Linda Lee because she got married.
Oh, that's sweet. And she obviously raised some good kids. How many siblings you
She
got?
practically raised all three. I got two. Well, I have 5 brothers all together. 2 on my mama's side and 3 on my dad's side.
You keep in touch with everybody?
Oh yeah.
Well, you can shout them out. Brag on them.
I just got done talking to my dad today, and his name is Billy Joe Gibbs. I'm proud of of the relationship we have because like when we was younger, he wasn't really too much there, but he was there when he could, and I just couldn't understand until I got older that he was just young, and he just was living life. But it still paid off because we still came out to be men that my mom wanted to see graduated from school. We all graduated from high school. My other brother, he graduated from college. My younger brother, he graduated. But for the most part now, moving from Little Rock to Conway, I realized at first I wanted to be popular. I wanted to do this, I wanted to do this, and that was my experimental side right there. Just to kind of in high school, after high school, I kind of got into the streets a little bit, because I just felt a victim of the streets. Went to
Well, how so?
Just got out there, selling drugs and using drugs and stuff. It was taking over my mind, it was taking over my body, and I had an episode where I had swallowed some stuff, and it took me mentally, emotionally, physically. It just messed me up, It died. To come to find out behind it, I was end up evaluated and was named paranoid schizophrenic bipolar. At first, I didn't know how to deal with it, and that's what became my problem. I didn't know how to deal with it, so I was still in the streets, and I was still dealing with this mental state of mind. But my mom and my brother and my auntie, they were still praying for me, even though I was going through that stage.
Yeah, were you still living at home?
I had to be, because
Right.
they had to keep me close because I was like I wasn't in my right state of mind all the way. I was taking medicine, but I was experimenting with the medicine, and when I first started, the medicine was too powerful for me, and I just couldn't take it. So I just stopped taking it. But in the months of me not taking it, I was going through those stages. I finally got some medicine that actually worked for me, that I could cope after a good night rest. The difference from now and then is I wasn't taking my medicine consistently every day like I was supposed to. Now I do because I see the importance of it. But saying that,
now you had doctors that were helping you
with
your chemistry, getting that right?
Oh yeah, I went to State Hospital. I went to St. Vincent a couple of times. I used to have like thoughts, like of hurting myself and stuff like that, and I would let people know. I would let my mom and them know when I had those type of thoughts. But as of today, God walked me through that. He guided me through that. He brought me out. So for me, I'll forever be grateful to Him because He didn't give up on me, and I feel like I should never give up on Him. So that's where I've been at.
Well, it's good to have your faith, but it's good to have family too.
Yeah,
it sounds like you had people backing you up.
Yeah.
People worried about you.
Most people that go in those type of stages, they people just give up on them. They just say, "Oh, okay, we're gonna throw them out into the woods. There's no hope." See, my mama didn't do that. They was there. They was like, "Yeah, we praying over this. We gonna see him through. He gonna see through." Because they always knew I was strong. I always been one of the stronger ones because I had to go through it to understand sometimes. And not only did I learn from my own mistakes, I learned from other people's mistakes that was around me.
I can't remember who did the quote. Learn from the mistakes from others, because you can't live long enough to make them all yourself.
Right, that's right.
So you have to learn from other people. Mm-hmm. So you had Linda Lee primarily, Mama. She's taking care of you, and you had your brothers and sisters. How many did you?
I got 5 brothers. I have no sisters.
Oh, okay, your brothers. Mm-hmm. And how many did you actually live? Now your mom was raising 3 of us. 3 on their own, and then Dad was on his own as well.
Yeah, Dad was. Dad was. Well, he was with his wife. Dad had got married.
Uh-huh.
That's what it's been. It's been him and his wife, and my other 3 brothers. I'm the next to the oldest out of all of us. My older brother, his name is Demario Davenport. He's the oldest, so he been more like the leader. That's who we look up to. You know, he's the serious one. You know, me and my little brother, we goofy, we joke around, but he always keep that serious face on. So.
So you're kind of a middle kid, I guess, but still on the older side.
Uh-huh.
So, but he was keeping you in line, helping to train you up, raise you up as a young child.
And I also had an uncle his name's Otha Hall. He also came down from Ford City to just stay down here with me when I was going through that, because he knew at the time what I was feeling and what I was going through, and how I needed somebody to vent to when I was going through situations, to get them out of my head, to not ponder on it, because you know, your mind will tell you 1,000 things, and probably out of that 1,000, one thing might be true. You know, you never know. You know, so
I'm guessing that you graduated around 2004, and then you started hitting the streets and maybe going down a wrong path. But then you stopped you started getting medicine.
Yeah, I started getting help. I started getting professional help, like I said, St. Vincent and spots like that.
But for a little while, you stopped taking the medicine. You became non-compliant, is what they call it.
Because I wasn't used to it. It was a change for me, and it was scary, you know. But if let I known the seriousness of it, probably I would have been okay, you know. But that was just the stage I was still going through.
When you're young, when you're in your 20s, you can do anything, man. You're made of rubber. So I tell people, go off and do stuff. Maybe not take your medicines is not the right thing to do.
Nope.
Pay attention to your doctor. But you did some, all right, so having this imbalance in your chemistry, in your own personal chemistry, you made some wrong decisions, some indistinct decisions. So when did that turn? Well, from 2004 to when?
I'll say to 2009.
Time to make a change.
Yeah.
What did it?
Me being locked up.
I
got locked up because of my actions of me wilding out when I wasn't taking my medicine, and they couldn't control me. But at the time, they knew that my mom, like, she would be quick to call the police if everything going on, because she was looking out for the best of me. You know. Being in there a lot of times gave me peace of mind, to the fact where I could just actually think before I reacted, and think about the things that I've done and how I was going to be able to get out once I got out and do something different. Now,
did they keep you on your medicine when you were locked up?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Most definitely.
See, sometimes it is a good thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes people need that structure in their life.
Mm-hmm.
Some people go to the Army, and some people go to prison. You know, and some people do other things. Go to college and get a job that offers a boss that's going to tell you what to do, when to do it. You know, but you found that structure, fortunately, in prison. I've heard different things, man. I've had people on this podcast that have been in the joint, as it were, and they've had different experiences. But you found that. I mean, what was your experience in jail?
My experience in jail for the first time, I couldn't stand it at all, and I knew that's some place I wanted to be continuously. So I did everything I needed to do to just prevent from being incarcerated or dead or somewhere sprung out. I kept my faith as much as I could, but now it's a whole lot more stronger than it was, because just my faith in him sees me through, reading his word and fellowshipping with my church. It's all these blessings gotta be coming from God, because I didn't see it coming from nowhere. I was just remaining faithful to him, still is remaining faithful to him, thanking him, giving him the grace for everything, even my bad times. See, the thing about me is I never try to look at anything negative. If it's negative, I'm gonna try to turn it into a positive, because that's just the type of person I am. I hate to be around negativity and just messy stuff. I just rather be just calm and happy, and I know sometimes we get mad and different emotions and stuff, but for the most part, I'm a happy person. Like, I enjoy people, I enjoy myself, I enjoy my life, I enjoy you, Dan.
Dude,
I've learned a lot, man, just being around you, working at the Rap. Just your personality. You're a people person. You know what I'm saying? So, man, it's amazing. I'm just overwhelmed for everything that God is doing good in my life right now.
Well, Mechie, that's why I started this thing, man, to talk to people, to figure out what makes people tick. And hopefully through that conversation, somebody else is going to get some insight on what to do, what not to do.
Right.
You can turn your life around. You can straighten up.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's never too late. And so 2009, what was going on in your life? And then
I think that's the last time that I got incarcerated for a couple of years. I didn't stay in there for a couple of years, but I had got back locked up to the point where I had to go to the pen.
And this is officially, what was the sentencing? What was the?
It was like I got like 4 years parole.
But for what? What did they accuse you of?
It was like
and you notice how I worded that question. You never ask. Ask what do you do.
Yeah.
You say what did you get accused of?
Oh yeah. They accused me of I was put on possession. It was a possession. That's what it was.
Gotcha.
A little grass. Marijuana. What you like to call it.
Yep.
Just riding one night, too late and stuff, and then I had the paper tags on there, and they couldn't see them, so they pulled me over. Asked me could they search. Well, they were gonna search anyway because I was on parole, but no, I wasn't on parole that time. But they did. I ended up letting them search it. Told them I had it in there. I took my charge. I went and did my time. I came back and I just got on top of it to the fact where I didn't want nothing to do with being in that type of lifestyle again.
So now that you're out, in 2000,
I've been out for a while. And
that was 2011 or 12.
I got put on. This happened. Let me see. It's 2020 now. I just got off papers this year. No, last year. It's in August. I just walked down my 4 years. So if
for the parole?
Yeah, for the parole. I'm off parole and stuff now.
No, that's fantastic, man. It's that. But when you got out of jail, what was the first thing you did? You said you had your mind right. Obviously, they kept your chemistry right.
First off, I had to come up with a treatment plan.
Yeah, time for a plan.
Yeah,
What's Mechie's plan now?
A treatment plan. Refrain from drugs and alcohol. Don't be out don't be out late past this certain time. Just to
stay away from those situations.
I had to change a lot of my friends, or so-called friends. I had to do that most definitely. That was one of my biggest deals because I felt like I needed a crowd. I wanted to be around a crowd. That wasn't it. I always found myself getting in trouble when I was messing with the wrong crowd. So I just really now just work, go home, take care of my daughter, and keep my focus mind.
When did that happen? Wait a minute.
Oh yeah.
Oh darn! When did that happen? We just had another surprise out here.
Oh yeah. Remember I said in 2004 everything started happening. Well, my daughter, she was born in 2005.
What? Okay.
Her name is Demetric, Davenport, kind of like 3D. We tried to keep the tradition going because my brother got 3Ds in his name and I got 3Ds in mine, so we kept it going with her.
That's sweet. Well, mazel tov, man. You got a kid.
Then,
beautiful.
I guess I might as well tell you about my son, too, then.
What?
Demetric Deshaun Davenport II. He was born in 2008, 3 years after Demetric. And that was my world. They are my world. Like a lot of stuff that helped calm me down and help keep
How's this
me
keep
out of
happening?
trouble.
How about their moms?
It's
still keep in touch with them?
Yeah, it's two different baby moms. My daughter, she's here right here in Conway with me. My son, he stays in Texas with his mom.
Okay.
I wish our relationship was stronger. The only way of making it stronger is just calling and talking. But a lot of times, I wish I could just see him, hold him.
Right.
Let him feel that what I'm telling him, I love him and I miss him. That he feel that from the heart because I truly do. I try to teach him. I try not to hide anything from my kids, unless it's so dangerous or gonna hurt them or something. But I still try to prompt them on situations.
Well, yeah, in time, you definitely want to tell them what you did right, what you did wrong, and maybe they'll learn from those situations.
Yep.
And that helps you to raise them properly, and
right.
hopefully they avoid all the bad stuff, which You try to make them not do the bad stuff. I got 2 girls myself. I understand.
Oh, the attitude.
Oh,
my God.
My 14-year-old.
Oh, yeah.
So they're older now.
Demaya's 14.
14.
And Demetric is 11.
So Demaya hates you. I hate you. Nah, she don't hate you, but she don't love you as much. Yeah, she don't love you as much. Trying to push out, trying to stretch.
And then she'll come back later because I always kill her with kindness. I kill her with kindness every time. Like, even when I'm punishing her, I'm like, I love you. You know what I'm saying? You might not believe that right now because I'm taking your phone and your game. But you got to understand that this is not about me. It's about you and your attitudes and your behaviors. I'm trying to teach you to stay on top of, because in the long run, it's going to help you out. Like everything my mama taught me as far as manners and all, it all pays off. Being respectful pays off.
That's how it's done, Mechie. So you're a family man, amongst other things.
Yeah, I love my family.
And through all this, hey, there was some situations. You had some stumbles. You got yourself out. 2000, I guess. When did you officially walk out the gate of the jail?
This happened in. I got out of
12?
there in 2000 about 2000. This happened between 2014,
2014, okay.
15, yeah.
So 14 or 15.
Yeah, because I had to do 4 years on papers, and I walked my 4 papers.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something about papers.
Please.
It's not a bad thing to be on parole. It's not a bad thing to be on probation. It's a bad thing to make a mistake and continue to make the same mistake over and over. If you don't learn from it, then it's no point in going through it. But for the most part, it was never about bucking the system, because the only way to beat the system is to stay out of it or comply with it. And when you do get into it, to get yourself out of it. And that's basically what I did. I paid my fees and fines and restitutions off. I did that first. I got a lump sum back, and I paid off all my fines and stuff. Just had that done. And I kept a full-time job. I was working that job and working at the Reb. I was working at the furniture consignment place with Miss Chris. Loved the lady. Gave me an opportunity.
What consignment place?
The furniture consignment place.
Well, you can shout that.
It's located on Clayton Road as well. It's like right next door to the La Herta's Mexican restaurant.
Okay. So you were working there?
Yeah,
What
I
kind of
worked
work
over
you
there for
doing
about
there?
4 years. I was doing deliveries, pickups, sales, repairs, all kind of responsibilities for me. I would open the store, I would close the store, count codes, the draw, take deposits to the bank, stuff like that.
No, and that's a very responsible job, man.
Oh, yeah.
You got to think about, and maybe I'm watching too many movies. People, I got out of prison and I can't find a job.
Oh, yeah. That's not true.
So you can find a job.
You can find. I've seen many of them. I know a lot of people out here that's fellas that got great jobs. Working in factories, tokening with benefits and stuff.
Yeah.
It's all about how you apply yourself, and it's all about being honest with yourself and your employer. If they already know what you went through, and they know, and they figure that it's a chance that you've changed, they'll give you a chance. But if you lie to them and tell them, deceitful things, then it's not gonna work out in the long run.
Well, that's good, man. And so who helped you find that job at the consignment store? Or was that something you did on your own?
I actually got, before I worked for Miss Chris, I worked with her son Jason Quinn for Mustard Seed Moving Service.
Moving service, okay.
That's what got me started into, learning how, to decorate, go in and remodel houses and stuff. But I ain't never just did it, but it was mostly out of deliveries and stuff, and seeing the way they had everything lined out. But I worked for Jason for about 4 years. I became one of his leads. I would drive the truck, I would pack the truck, I would unload the truck.
Wow, man, you're hard
I'm
working
talking about
man.
big old houses. We walking in lawyers and dentists and doctors and stuff like that.
Well, that's who hires movers. People that got a little money in their pockets.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think I've ever had enough money to hire a mover. I've always been my own mover.
You have to do it yourself,
but it's nice, man. If you had the means, I'd definitely hire a moving company.
Mm-hmm.
And you, all right, as a mover, did you take a lot of care to make sure that their stuff doesn't get broken?
Oh yeah. Anything with glass. It was the deal was we had a box truck, and we had a couple of them, And the deal was no wood on wood. So if anything that was wood touched, then you know you was in the wrong. You was gonna have to put that pad on over that furniture and wrap it and make sure it's protected.
Yeah, I worked at Rent a Center. We were moving furniture. We had blankets that we had to do.
Oh,
so yeah. That's man.
That.
Okay.
I learned a lot doing that. You know, I had never really just drove a truck that big before until I started with them.
Yeah.
And it's just one day one of my guys that helped me get on, he was like, "All right, you driving today?" I'm like, I'm nervous, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, okay, I want to do this. And man, as soon as I got behind that wheel and realized how to drive that thing, I didn't even want to get. I didn't even want to get out the driver's seat.
Right. You get more mindful, man. And when you're driving a bigger vehicle, you notice that,
hey, it up and all that stuff counts. You can. It's been times we done went out on moves and stuff and messed around and went in that yard where it was a little bit too soft and got stuck.
Oh, that is a bad call to make, man. When you got to call that truck driver. Oh my goodness. Yep. All right. So you got from there to the consignment shop. Congratulations on the jobs. Walking the line. You still got structure with the parole, making sure that you're keeping straight, and you know meds are all right. And so we're almost up to now. When you got out of the consignment store, what did you start doing? And when did you start working at the RAB at night, doing like security work?
Oh yeah, I started off doing
jobs
at the RAB. I started off doing security. I was at the door and I would make sure everything around was protected and everything was okay. That nobody was getting into it and everything. I enjoyed working there because of the people, you know. They welcomed me there, you know. They talked to me and they spoke to me and they kind of opened me up to singing a little karaoke, you know. Dan Keys is the man when it come down to that. I always love his vibe about that.
I have a good time with it. You know, it's a place that I've been to on and off. It's the old Conway Supper Club, and they turned it into the RAB about 5-6 years ago or so. And it's a nice place to go, and it's a good group of people that go through there. And so you started doing that. When was that? How long ago?
I started doing that probably about. I worked for about a year and a half, and then I stopped for probably about 6 to 8 months, and I ended up going back. I came in one night just playing, you know, not playing, just just sitting around and see what was out, really, you know, do a little karaoke, have a little fun, you know.
Yeah.
We did that, and I ended up. They needed me that night, and I ended up stop having fun to go and help them out, you know, because they like my family up there, you know, like we like a family, man. We take care of each other up there, man.
That's the thing about that place. You hang around long enough, they'll put you to work.
Yep.
So so you're doing the RAB on Friday and Saturday nights?
Friday and Saturday night.
That's cool.
I work there from 8 to 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh.
Sometimes a little bit later.
But then you come here to the so between the consignment store and having the cleaner, is that the next step? You went from the consignment store to the cleaner?
Oh yeah.
Oh, and you got this job. And that was about a year ago?
Mm-hmm.
And you were working for Gentry, and Gentry taught you the ropes, man. We exactly full circle what we got to in the beginning. And what happened to Gentry?
He just he had to go away for a couple months.
Okay.
Some personal business he had going on. So I kind of just kind of rolled with it, asked him any questions, and then and that's when the opportunity came up where he asked me how did I feel about running the laundromat, about him switching it over to me. And immediately I was overwhelmed, and I was like, I'm ready, you know.
Yeah.
Before Mechie leaving, I think I learned the most I needed to learn in that last week that he was here. Before, you know, he taught me a lot, like how to press those tablecloths and stuff I was talking about earlier, the seat covers. We wash, dry, fold, comforters, king, queen size. We got some of the cheaper prices when it come down to pressing. I start off at $225 for a light press. Then we go up 50 cents more for a medium, which is $275, and then we go up 50 cents more for the heavy starch, which is $325. I think we got some of the cheaper prices in town because I asked another guy what did his cleaner charge. I'm not gonna tell the cleaners that it was,
right.
But he said they charge him like $4 now. I told him I could save him 75 cents to $1, you know, because I only charge $3.25. That's for heavy, you know. So
Yeah.
I mean, $3.25 for heavy. For a light, $2.25. I think that's pretty reasonable.
Well, I mean, the advantage and disadvantage, you can get more volume. People will come to you because it's cheaper, but then you got to do more work to get the same amount of revenue,
Right.
the same amount of money. Yeah, I mean, it's a good business plan if you want to work hard, and obviously throughout your life you work hard. You're here to work, here to help the community.
I'm always here to help the community. I'm all about my community. I just love, and
So
it just carries me a long way. Throughout all these situations that I just spoke about, from moving from Ford City to moving Conway. It's made me, everything that I've ever went through has always made me stronger. I never try to let anything break me. I'm human, and you know, sometimes I break down, but I try not to let it break me, you know, as an individual. Nowadays, I'm taking more inventories of myself, you know, just trying to figure out, is it something I can do better to better me, you know, better him and better her, you know, because if you're around me, then, like I said, it's kind of like family. I even look at my customers like family, you know. I treat them like family. I respect them, you know. We respect each other. We get the job done, and that's what keeps everything satisfied. Keep customers satisfied.
Mechie, it sounds like you're doing it, man. You want to help people. You want to succeed in this business. You want to succeed in life, for that matter.
Yes, sir.
What other avenues do you explore? You say you're a spiritual man, a religious man. Tell more about your faith. I mean, how was that helping you?
For a long time, I can't lie. The first I mentioned working at the Rab. Well, around that time, I had ended up got into a car wreck. I was driving down past Skyline, and an 18-wheeler merged over into my lane and hit my car, and it spent me around, and I landed backwards inside the grass over on the side. But never let your mind remind you that if that truck would have hit me any time earlier than that, I could have crashed into the wall. Another car could have been killed. I could have been dead. I could have been hurt real bad. I was hurt a little bit, but I wasn't just tremendously, beaten. But it did take a lot of me, because right around that time I lost my car. I lost my job at the furniture store. I had lost my job at the Rab. Everything was just coming down at me at once, and I was stressed. And I didn't even know how stressed I was until one day I called one of my aunties, and I talked to her. She's my go-to person sometimes when I can't talk to my mama or my brother. And she told me what my situation was. She said, "You stressing?" And then immediately she said that, I sure thought about it. I was like, "Yeah, I am stressing," because sometimes you can be stressing and won't even know it. That was a bad point for me, because I was used to getting up every day, going to work, full time. So now I don't have a job. Now I got to walk to where I need to go.
Did you at least have a place to live?
I had a place to live. My mom always made sure. I had to do everything with my mom to get myself situated financially and emotions and all that, emotionally and things like that. But yeah, it's still I still got a good relationship with all my previous employees. I always never try to leave a job half done, or I just try to do it in the way you're supposed to, as far as putting your notices in and stuff like that. I didn't just leave them bone dry. I stuck around, made sure I waited till they had enough people, to make sure everything was still running.
Yeah, that's a good lesson, man. Don't burn bridges. Yeah. You say you want to leave a job or leave even a relationship. Don't burn it. Just tell them, hey, this isn't working out for me, and move along. Mm-hmm. Leave it amicable, and that's smart. Some people get behind them and just figuratively light a match and burn that bridge, man, because you never know down the line. You might need some help. You might need that person's skills. Mm-hmm. And the same thing with you, people that have a relationship with you. Don't burn that bridge, because you might need Mechie at some time. Yeah, he's got some skills that are might be of use to you. Mm-hmm. And right now, he's using those skills to help the community, provide this service to the community. Yeah, he makes a couple bucks, but he's going to give you a good service for a good deal at Gentry's Press and Wash right here in Conway, Arkansas, right behind the Walgreens. Yeah, I know I've been in this building before. Either myself or I've been with friends that have been doing laundry right here in this laundromat right next door to your office. Now you keep an office.
They pay a lady to keep it clean in here, and she does a great job keeping it clean. You know, sometimes the customers will come in and leave they bounty sheets and stuff on the floor for the most part. But you know, it's also, you know, you got some of the homeless people that come here at nighttime when this part is closed down,
right?
And they'll sleep in here and, you know, do whatever it is they do while we're not here.
So that part's open 24 hours. So yeah, I mean, there is a homeless situation here in Conway, and I've talked to Phil Fletcher from Coho, and he's Coho is a City of Hope outreach. I just had him on the podcast on Saturday, last Saturday, and we were chatting, and he is, you know, he actually talks to the people on the corners, you know, like I-40 and Oak Street. He'll stop and he'll say, "Hey man, how you doing, man? What's your situation?" Hand him a Lipton iced tea. So there are homeless people here, and I'm seeing in these little corners, if there's a place that's open 24 hours like this laundromat, I think people are going to sneak in here and try to get in out of the cold. So that's something that happens. So what do you do in that situation when you find somebody that's, you know, maybe not supposed to be here, maybe they're not doing laundry?
I think the only logical thing is just to ask them are they washing and drying. If they're not washing and drying, then we pretty much got to ask them to leave. That's pretty much almost with everybody though. Like they don't play about the no lottery deal, because, you know, you got so many different people in and out and stuff and doing different stuff. So you gotta be mindful of that, you know. Because, you know, there's been times I came here and then you got a drunk in here and he being loud and he disturbing the other people that's just peacefully trying to wash and do their laundry and stuff, and we have to ask them to leave, you know.
Oh yeah, people, they leave the bars, especially we know they leave the bars and they're a little tipsy. You know, we try to make sure that they're getting home safe, and sometimes they'll just wander around town looking for someplace open. They'll end up at one of the open restaurants, or if they don't have any money in their pocket, they might come to the laundromat and, hey, that place is open. What kind of trouble can we cause in there? And they got to deal with Mechie. But now you help to manage that place, but that's not your business.
No, sir.
Your business is the side here. Now, when they wash their clothes and you can press them, you can get them all straightened out for them. Fantastic, man. Mechie, we're learning a little bit about you. You got a little bit of your story out there. I've had a good conversation with you. Any other avenues you want to explore? Tell people what other things you get into, your hobbies, your interests.
Nowadays, it's been really consistent of, like I said, my daughter, you know. For a while, she stayed in Fayetteville, so I really didn't have much contact with her like I do now. Like I try every day, if I'm not wore out or too beat up, to go see her, because, you know, she stayed with her mom, and I'm just now about to get into my own spot. So everything is falling in favor. But
what? You're about to get your own place?
Oh yeah, I'm about to get my own place.
That's your pad.
You know, I see the difference in her attitude. I see the difference in the way she act at school. Like, she always got her grades, all A's or A's and B's.
Excellent.
She just learning how to deal with her attitude and stuff, and that makes me feel good, because I know I'm a part of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a part of the reason why she on the straight and narrow, and she doing better. So for the most part, man, Dan, I appreciate you so much, man. I enjoy working with you. Man, God is good, man. I think He put people in your life for reasons, and I'm glad He put you in my life to have this experience, you know, but to the world. I love people, and all you gotta do in life is just stay focused on your goals and do what you know you need to do to stay on top of you. And I think that'll get us a long way in life.
Mechie, you know, you walk in that room, you light the place up, man. Because you said before that you started out as a clown. You were the cut up in school, and make sure that people are smiling and telling jokes. And but you had your group of friends back then, I'm sure. And I mean, do you keep in touch with anybody? How do you have long lasting relationships?
Facebook, I ain't just big on it, but to keep up with classmates and family members, I use it.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's. How do people get a hold of you if you want to get in touch with Mechie?
If you want to get in touch with me, my cell number is 501-548-8415, and I'm also located at 1065 Clayton Street. That's behind the Walgreens on Hawk Rider Oak.
And that's the number for the business?
The number for the business is 501-548-8415.
Perfect. All right. Well, that's good. I mean, do you want people to contact you on your personal Facebook and such?
Oh yeah.
They make some friends.
Yeah, I got a page. My name it's my real name, Demetric Davenport. If you look up Demetric Davenport, you should see my picture pop up. If you need any business done, anything, just give me a request or send it to my inbox, or I do have an email at Demetric Davenport 18 at Yahoo.com.
Well, I'll find all that out. I'll make sure I put it in the show notes for the people to know.
I almost confused myself.
Man, Demetric. I don't think I've ever called you Demetric. This is the first time right here calling you Demetric. It's always been Mechie, because you always introduce yourself as Mechie. And I know there's a lot of D's in your family. Is that's something that became a theme in your family? All the D's, D, and here I am, Daniel, T's Dan. So hopefully I get to be I'm thankful that I get to be a little part of your life, man. 'Cause you're a good part of my life for sure.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
So we've had a good time chatting here, and hopefully people have learned some stuff, and I hope everybody comes in with their all their stuff that needs pressed, and go through the laundry list. The laundry list. That's a pun. The laundry list of services that you provide. One last time. Go ahead, sneeze if you got to. That's a little ASMR for the people. No, the laundry list of services that you do. What is it? Press.
What you do? Press, wash, fold, dry, comforters. Table covers. We do wedding events, anything as far as fabric, linen, cotton, jackets, suits. We do it all.
Well, I definitely have a lot of vests that sadly I work in some smoke-filled environments, so they get all smoky.
Yeah,
but you can't just throw that in the laundry.
No. So
I'll have to bring my vest to you and get them done the right way. Gentry's Press and Wash. All right, Mechie, Demetric Davenport. I'm even having trouble saying it, man.
You want to say Mechie, don't you?
Yeah, I want to say Mechie. Give some last words for the people, and then we'll get up out of here. It's Saturday.
All right. Just want to tell y'all, thank y'all for listening. I thank for this opportunity. Put God first, and everything else will follow.
Well, there you have it, party people. Mechie, Demetric Davenport, over at Gentry's Press and Wash in Conway, Arkansas. That's 1065 Clayton Street, Conway, Arkansas. Right next to the big washing machine, washing place, laundromat. Yeah, he's a part of that, and he's here to serve you. Thank you so much for being on the program, Mechie, and telling a little about your story and what you do. And I encourage everyone, if you got some dirty clothes, you take them over to Mechie. He'll take care of you right quick. Yeah. All right, party people. That's it for this edition of What Makes You Famous. If you'd like to tell your story, I encourage you to give me a call at 501-470-6386 or email info@radiowhat.com. That's it for me. It's Keys Dan, radiowhat.com, djlittlerock.com. Peace. I'm out of here. If you like what you hear, follow What Makes You Famous social media. Use the hashtag What Makes You Famous. Follow on Facebook at What Makes You Famous. Follow on Instagram at What Makes You Famous. Follow on Twitter at Makes Famous. And follow on YouTube at Keys Dan. Leave What Makes You Famous podcast a review and subscribe. Listen to What Makes You Famous podcast on Podbean, iTunes, YouTube, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, and Spotify, and almost anywhere you find podcasts. Tell your story on my podcast, What Makes You Famous. Call 501-470-6386 and leave a message to set up a time. You can support What Makes You Famous using the PayPal link, paypal.me/KeysDan. Email info@radiowhat.com. What Makes You Famous podcast is a production of Keys Dan Enterprises Incorporated at keysdan.com. Thank you for listening.
Hey, Keys Dan. What you doing?
My line.
I'm playing the best music by request 24 hours a day. Click on the request tab at the top of RadioWhat.com.
RadioWhat.com.
Radio What? The music you want, with some words to live by. If you don't ask, you don't get. A public service message from RadioWhat.com. The music you want.